Hey everyone, today we are back at the ranch. I climbed out a bit early this morning to get going here on a list of things to do. When I was over at the barn, I was able to get 24 eggs from the chicken coop. That's pretty awesome. I really do enjoy fresh eggs for breakfast, so we'll definitely have to put those in the fridge and enjoy them all week long. Now with winter and the temperatures just around 20 to 25, I've been using the wood stove to heat the ranch here. Even when we aren't here, we always do have this running so the pipes don't freeze and it's nice and warm in here. We've been using a lot of firewood here, and I actually have the gator out front fully loaded with wood that have already started to get unloaded. So let's kind of continue doing that before you get on to the next one. Now if you guys do end up enjoying today's video here, please smash the like button. It's much appreciated as it does help out with the YouTube algorithms. Now later on today, I think we are working out a deal right now to kind of pick up a new to us project truck, which I'm pretty excited for, and a few other things here. But this firewood is, I believe, a few months old. I really don't want to burn fresh wood. It's a little bit slower to kind of get it going, and I really do like the seasoned firewood. It does smell good, and that's one of the best parts about the wood stoves is it's kind of the old-fashioned way to heat the house. And oh, look at that, guys, we're carrying 2 pieces of wood here. That is pretty helpful, and going to have to walk a little bit slower, but oh, we're doing it. And we just end up throwing one off the side. It just kind of dropped off there. We'll have one of the kids kind of nicely stack it there. There we have it, guys. It's all unloaded here. That should be good enough for the entire week long, which is great. Now, one thing, guys, when you do own lots of acres, I really do recommend a John Deere Gator like this one. This is pretty sweet, and I've actually been talking to the dealership to get us a snowplow for the front of this, which should be pretty cool here. But the first thing, which is kind of the most exciting thing we are doing today, we are actually going to be meeting someone because we are trading our 2nd gen Cummins for a 1st gen. The funny story was I was actually out grocery shopping. I had the 1st gen in the parking lot, and when I came out, I saw that 1st gen right next to our 2nd gen, and the guy was waiting. I did a little bit of negotiating, some talking, and with a little bit of money and a trade, that will be ours. So let's hop on in the 2nd gen. Now, we did put aftermarket wheels and tires, lift kit, tow mirrors. We did do a few things, and a few things is done to that. So I thought it was kind of a pretty fair trade, along with a little bit of money tossed on in. I really do like the ranch here. It's a pretty fun series, and I do have lots of cool ideas here. Let's get backed up here. It's always a tight squeeze in our garages. We do have lots of trucks and toys. Now this 2nd gen here I really do like, but I think I would have liked it even more if it was just the single door, the regular cab long bed. I think that's the way to go here. Now I already have so many cool ideas here for this 1st gen, but we kind of gotta get over there, kind of finish off the paperwork, sign the titles, and let's get it on back to the house. I've really been enjoying the Homeowner series here. It's been a ton of fun, and I do have some really cool ideas coming up. Now, I am on winter break as well, and I think we should be getting back into live streams within the next few weeks here, working through some settings. And I am working on a new PC build here, which is also pretty exciting. I should definitely have a video up within the next few weeks once that PC is built. Now, I'm thinking, why don't we enjoy this last drive over to trade the truck on the dirt roads? I'm a huge fan of just kind of going down the back roads, especially dirt ones like this, with an old farm truck is definitely the way to go. I've actually been using a 1st gen Cummins in the last several videos, and I've really been liking it, and I thought, why don't we get one at the ranch here since I like it so much, and I think that's definitely the thing to do. Now, way back then, we actually did have a 2nd gen truck that we did a full kind of project truck build on with a Homeowner series, so I thought, why don't we change it up? And I am a huge fan of these older kind of the first versions of the Cummins, so I thought, why don't we go ahead with it? Now, we should be coming up here on it pretty shortly, and that's always one thing when you have it in the GPS. It might tell you the wrong house, but we should be able to see it, and I think this is it. Oh yeah, look at that, guys, a 1st gen right out front. Wow, that thing looks sweet. Really do like the color of it as well. I'm not a huge fan of bright red, but this thing looks pretty sweet here. Now, I did go through this when I was looking at it. No rust spots on this, and he did, I believe, park it all winter long. You guys can see this was actually an original farm truck. The farmer owned it about 10 years. It traded hands a few times, and now it's coming to our hands. We'll be able to own it, take really good pride of ownership, and this will be pretty sweet here. So I think I will go inside, kind of finish all of the paperwork, and get the title, and we'll be on the way. Well guys, the trade is complete. Say goodbye to the second gen and hello to the first gen, the 12 valve Cummins. This thing is pretty sweet. Now I think, why don't we get her on back to the house and then we'll get going here with a few things. Now I do want to do a full oil change and a few other things on it, but this thing looks so sweet. Now on the interior, that's also another key part. It is in really good condition. A few tears in the seat, we should be able to get those fixed, no problem. And everything's in one piece. There's really nothing missing, and this thing looks awesome. It's always nice to find an old farm truck like this, buy it, and be able to kind of continue to kind of keep good care of it. Now you guys can see the diff cover down there is kind of a color match, which is pretty cool. But one thing I might do, I might kind of change it back to see what the original look would have been. We could hear that 12 valves just screaming coming down the road here. One of my favorite Cummins as well, and I'm just a huge Cummins person, and I am just a huge fan of all of the trucks. But let me know down below in the comments, guys, what is your favorite kind of older style trucks? I really do like the OBS's as well as these and some of the other ones, but there's just so many cool body styles, old and new, that I really do like, and it's so cool that we could have all of them here in Farm Sim as well. That's just even better. Now, if you guys haven't already, I do recommend you guys go check me out over on Instagram. I am posting every single day over there some pretty cool sneak peeks and updates about the channel. But wow, this thing looks awesome. First time driving it home, no problem. The steering wheel's not shaking. Usually on these old trucks, there's some bearings that are worn out, anything like that. But I think this one is so far so good here. Now, it is pretty dark. You guys can see pretty dark window tint on this. Driving at night is probably going to be impossible, but I don't think we'll be doing that. But actually, why don't we check out the headlights really quickly? Yeah, it looks like they aren't too powerful, and that's something we're going to have to fix. Now, we'll be doing a full build on it. The first gen is now home. I'm really excited here for it. Let's hop on out. We'll do a quick walk around, quick kind of what we're going to do to this truck. Maybe you guys can come up with some ideas as well. But to keep the paint looking good, I really want to add some mud flaps. That way the rocks don't kind of come flying up at it. The next thing, we will actually be changing it up to the other original tow mirrors that are possible. He did throw that in the boxes in the back here. Maybe upgraded front bumper as well. I think that would be a pretty cool thing. Maybe even kind of remove some of the chrome here, make it kind of black or even red, and maybe a new set of wheels here. But that's really it. But we will be having some fun with it. Now up next, there's actually someone here on the lake that has a jet ski. I drove by it so many times. It's under a tree. It's been like that since we built the property. And when I saw him outside, I said, "Hey, what are you doing with the jet ski?" And he said it could be yours for $500. I gave him $500 cash right then and there, and let's go pick it on up. Now, he did say it has not ran in over, I think he said 8 years, so it's a pretty old one, but I'm always up for that challenge. A $500 jet ski, even if we can't get it running, we could just use it for parts. Now this Cummins along with the Boss 302 I did a full detail on, so they look really nice, a full wax, and they look really awesome. It's a lot of fun as well to kind of keep these looking clean, and it's also part of the pride of ownership. Now there will be a video later on today with a huge announcement. Maybe some of you guys have seen it. Saw it on Instagram, but I'm really excited for it. I'm so much content on the way, and it's going to be pretty awesome here. Now the house is coming up here. Now he said just to drive right onto the grass and pick it up, and that is what we're going to do here. But you guys can see there it is underneath the tree. I'm actually surprised it didn't kind of roll off here, but you guys can see it hasn't ran in 8 years, and the tires look to be flat here, but we're really only going like 7 houses down the road here. So let's hop back in the Ram and let's see if we can get attached here. We might not have the proper hitch ball, but we should have no problem. We could always just throw a chain on it, but I do have a few spare ones under one of the seats. Let's get backed up here too. We should be good to go. Yeah, looks like the jack is not rusted. Wow, 8 years it has not ran here. I wonder how old it is. We'll definitely have to check it out. Now, he said that if we get it running, he really wants to kind of take the kids for a ride on it because they used to use it when they were younger. Now here at the ranch we do have kind of a lot of off-road toys, but we also have a lot of water toys. That's because we live on the lake here, and I thought this would be a nice add-on. Maybe we could let the neighbor kids use it, our kids use it, just have a great time, and that's always part of it. You just want to enjoy your weekends, your time off from school and work. So we made it on back here. It's been a pretty fun one for us here. So I think to end today we do need a little bit more firewood, the wife is saying. So let's hop in the gator and head on back to the barn. The John Deere Gator here is really nice. Really do like it fully enclosed. I actually have the heat going right now. It's only about 32 degrees right now. It's a bit chilly, but we'll kind of leave this over here, and we do have the horses. Now the horses really do like coming outside. Let me know down below, guys, if you do have any horses, or if you've kind of ridden on horses. Riding horses is a lot of fun as well. So I think I will just kind of make sure everything's good to go here with all the animals, and I think that's pretty much it. But hope you guys enjoyed today's homeowner series video at the ranch. It's been a pretty fun one. We picked up a first gen Cummins and a $500 jet ski. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for the next one and subscribe for more.